Hey guys, welcome back. Greg Hasbury here. Another installment in our series on self-help, self-improvement, recovery, getting back to health, and finding and making a better you. Today's deal, I had a lot of things scripted out and written out, but I decided at the last minute I just want to speak from my heart. Um, when I was speaking to our producer, Patrick Pierce, he was saying, "Hey, Greg, what do you want to call this?" And my first thought was, "Nobody does this alone." I was blessed with a very very good, solid group of people around me that helped me through my recovery process from renal failure. Um, I can't say enough. I don't think I'll ever be able to thank them enough. Um, I think where I'm going with this whole series is, in part, honoring them. My donor, Bob Kirkendall. Not sure if many of you heard, but this summer in June, we have decided to walk Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. I'm looking forward to the challenge. 9 days, no shower, no shave. Should be a pretty good deal. Truthfully, on a more serious note, a lot of that, this whole hike to Mount Kilimanjaro, what it means to me is getting to the highest point in the world and getting as close to God as I can while I'm here on earth. I have been blessed in so many different ways, but one of the larger, things are the healing process. I don't know, again, what many of you know about renal failure, but uric acid, which is the acid that actually stores in the system, this allows you a lot of memory. It takes a lot of things away from you as far as joints, memory. But there was one particular day that's been pretty hard for me to talk about, and I actually can't believe that I'm going to divulge this, but there was a day when I was finally released from Brookwood Hospital and I was home. My daughter at the time, who was 14, was doing everything she could to take care of me. There was this one particular, I believe it was a Wednesday afternoon. She had come in from basketball practice, and I wasn't adapting very well to the home health dialysis unit, portable unit that they sent home with me. Truthfully, it was quite uncomfortable and painful. Well, those of you who are parents can really take a hold, what I'm about to say, but my daughter at the time, and Brittany, I hope I'm not embarrassing you by telling this to the world, but I want them to know how beautiful a soul you are. She grabbed my arm and attempted to stand up with me several times. She must have tried, to my memory, at least 4 or 5 times, and unfortunately, at my body weight and being distributed unevenly, she couldn't pick me up. And due to my condition, I was basically paralyzed, too tired to move. And but she didn't give up on me. She refused to, and she kept trying, and she kept trying, and she kept trying. And finally, I convinced her. I said, "Hey, Britt," I said, "why don't you, go ahead and eat? Just take a little time for yourself." And I was in tears, to be quite honest. So something came over me, and I slowly took about an hour to push myself up to an upright position in bed. It took me another at least half an hour to stand up and put my pants on. Again, going back to the home dialysis unit, you're hooked to a 20-foot line. Could you imagine being hooked to a machine with a 20-foot line that basically carried me from my bed to the bathroom in the hallway, and maybe an additional 5 foot still in the same hallway? For someone like me, who's been able to do as I will physically my entire life, that was a death sentence in itself. But at the same time, I couldn't give up, because here I am. I'm watching this, my 13-year-old daughter, 14-year-old daughter, attempt to stand up with me. I'm a pretty large guy, and she kept trying. She had no fears. She kept pushing, and I don't remember some of the things that she was trying to tell me, but I couldn't give up for her. Also during that time, I had a great group of friends: Brad Bearden, Frank Lasada, Sarah, Eric Harris, Jamie Foster, just to name a few, who did everything they could to take me to my kidney transplant appointments all over the Southeast. There was no distance too great, no amount of time that was too long, and this group of friends, that I have to acknowledge and I have to thank, and God, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody, took their time out to, one, see about the needs that I had at the time health-wise, and to make sure that I got to these evaluations. And I don't know, again, what you guys understand about renal failure, but I was pretty exhausted. There were times that I had a hard time holding my head up or staying awake, during this process, during these evaluation processes. These are some of the things that go back to me saying that no one does this, this life alone. You can be the toughest son of a gun walking. Guys, I don't talk a lot about my physical accolades or my fitness industry accolades, but at one time I was ranked in the top 10, darn near the top 5 in the United States as a powerlifter. I had a pretty strong, pretty respectable numbers as far as my physical prowess went. Fitness is just my vehicle to bring everybody around to a greater awareness of yourself. And Brad Bearden, you told me 5 years ago that you may not know what your purpose is here on earth, but God's going to reveal it. And brother, I got to tell you, you were right. God presents it to me every day, and now it's my mission to uplift others and bring about a healthier mindset, a healthier awareness, and to encourage others to not give up. I've been on death's door at least once a year the last 5 years. 5 years of my life. And I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed to have the group of friends that I've had. Living is truly a community, and living the right way is truly a community. I know we always, the statement goes, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I tell you what, it takes a village plus some to keep a grown man going. But anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit about where I've come from, and why I'm here right now, and why I'm so grateful and thankful. And I want to say thanks, guys. And Lacey, I truly cannot tell you enough about how much I appreciate the motivation that you've given me, and the platform that you have placed in front of me to take hold of and run with it. So that's all I've got for today, guys. I hope you have a great day. Take care.